Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today, and that's because we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Mutants series, in particular, I think the best in the set, and that is Finn Bàlor. So last year Mattel gave us zombies, and they were fantastic. I loved them. I've reviewed the series of them, so check that out on my channel. And they were great. They followed up with Mutants, a series which, to be honest with you, was not that great. This figure, though, stood out and was good enough, I think, for me to buy. Why? It was the one that I think fit the gimmick, if that makes sense. So with zombies, it's pretty hard to mess that up. You obviously take a standard figure, Dean Ambrose, The Rock, Undertaker, John Cena, etc., and you turn him into a zombie, and you can't go wrong. With this, though, they did some really fruity stuff, which I wasn't a fan of. For example, Brock Lesnar, they gave him some extra arms. He wasn't bad, because he reminded me a lot of the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And also Goro from Mortal Kombat. And if I do see the Brock Lesnar figure, I will pick it up. But I'm yet to. Sting, they turned him into a literal scorpion, which, yeah, I get it, but it didn't look great. They had Stardust as an alien, which actually looked like a cool figure, and apparently glows in the dark, which was nice. But then some of the other ones, John Cena was like a Metallo Man kind of thing. I don't know. They just didn't appeal to me as much as the zombies. So at this stage, I've only picked up the Finn Bàlor mutant figure. If I see them in person and they're nice, I might go and pick up the other ones. But this one just looks so cool. He reminds me of, again, Carnage from the Marvel Universe. And this one in particular, and I'll compare it to a few Carnage figures as well, just so you can see the similarities. Packaging is great. Comes in the mutant style packaging. Mattel definitely do a lot of great work. I love this shot here of the demon. That looks pretty creepy, but in a ridiculously cool way. I rate the tongue also. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, the read-up says, as frightening as the Irish ghost story, Finn Bàlor's demonic side has been set free. With a gaping mouth lined with razor-sharp teeth, the Demon King chews up and spits out all competition. Short, sharp, good read-up. Bray Wyatt is the lizard from Spider-Man. John Cena, again. Stardust, Sting, and Brock. I mean, compare this to the Zombies wave. I think the releases with the Zombies was much better. I still like that they're doing this sort of stuff, and I hope it sells well and they continue doing it. I think they just need some slightly better figures. Anyway, that's my opinion. Let's get this guy opened up and out of packaging. So here we have the Demon opened up and out of packaging, and again, this is such a sick figure. I guess it is the literal version of the Demon, and I'll bring in some other figures in a second. But let's take a look at this guy's face. It looks really nice, really menacing. I love all the teeth. They're sharp too, which is always nice. I love, like, look at the detailing there, how it's like muscle fibers of his chest and everything. I think that looks great. I love that it is a giant mouth too. You can nom nom nom. Moving down as well, you can see great detailing. It is, of course, a basic Mattel figure that they've then turned into this mutant. I also love the little teeth marks on the knees. They look great. He's got, obviously, his trademark whips, which are built into the hand, which looks quite nice. Not much on the back. The hair is glued onto him. What is nice too is they haven't just given us a recycle of any other molds. Like the example, they haven't taken this, which is removable, stuck it on that, and then just glued it there. They haven't done that. They've actually created a whole new, unique piece. So that's quite a lot of effort, and that's something I definitely applaud Mattel for. It looks a bit like the Predator dreadlocks from the back, which is always nice. And in terms of articulation, you get a ball-jointed head, which I wasn't expecting, but certainly really love. Even just look at the muscle fibers underneath at the top there. Hopefully that comes across on camera. The detailing, especially on the face and this mouth area, is really impressive. So you get that. Ball-jointed arms, ball-jointed elbows, ball-jointed wrists, swivel waist, swivel leg, bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and swivel in the ankle. So your standard basic series wrestling figure articulation, which is really cool. And none of it is really hindered by the fact he's been turned into a mutant. So here we have a Marvel Select Carnage. Obviously, you can see some of the similarities with Finn Bàlor, but although there are a lot of similarities, there's also quite a lot of differences. One thing I think was interesting is they chose to keep him with the boots. Now, I guess that was a cost reason, rather than give him some sort of like weird alien or mutant feet. That would have been cool, to be honest with you. I know they did it for like Stardust, which is the one thing I didn't like about that figure, and Brock as well, which I also didn't like. But I think I would have liked it with the Demon, especially if they've given him like some claw. There's my impersonation there. Some claw feet. That would have been cool. But there's what I guess he looks like next to Carnage. If I bring in the other Finn Bàlor figures, you can see the other versions of the Demon. And that's quite cool. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. The three figures there look outstanding. He definitely looks very unique. He looks like a mutant, but at the same time, he's not out of place with the other Finn Bàlor figures we've gotten, which means if you are a big Finn fan, this is a must-have. I'll bring in also to just the regular standard Finn, which looks like a terrible figure now in comparison to some of the other later releases that we've gotten from Mattel. But definitely really cool. If I flip these guys around as well, you can see the back. Lots of creative designs. That's one thing, and I guess it was a costing issue or something along those lines. But it is a bit of a bummer. The back of this guy is really plain. It would have been nice if they had done something special for that. But I'm not going to complain because the front of him is outstanding. And just for fun, you can see he's the same size and scale as the other Mattel figures that we've gotten. So he fits in perfectly. He is very different to the zombie series that we had. There's something satisfying about Rusev with a chainsaw, but that's a story for another review. But yeah, a really cool looking figure. I really love this figure. I think it's one of the coolest ones that we've gotten as far as gimmick figures go. I think it is the best one we've ever gotten. If you see this guy, no ifs, no buts, I think he's well worth picking up. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Mutant series, The Demon, Finn Bàlor.